Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Monday. We got 13 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And yeah, guys, we'll hop in it here. 13 matchups. Starting with the New York Mets versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Mets opening up as road favorites at minus 220. The Pirates plus 180 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Mets is Taijuan Walker with an ERA of 3.45. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Pirates is Mitch Keller with an ERA of 4.43. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 1 strikeout. Yeah, crazy. Mets back-to-back 7-1 losses against the Nationals. You know, you hate to see it. We got Pitt on a 4-game losing streak, 2-8 in their last 10. They're struggling here. Mets 7-1 against the Natural League Central Division. Pitt 0-8 at home. I'm taking Mets again on a 2-game losing streak here, up against the bad Pirates team at home. I'm taking the Mets. Maybe take a shot with the Pirates if you want, considering, the Mets coming off those Nationals losses, but I'm giving the Mets another try here. New series, taking Mets on the road. Next matchup, we have the Minnesota Twins versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 175. Minnesota plus 145 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Twins is Chris Archer with an ERA of 4.52. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is Jamison Tylon with an ERA of 3.97. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Minnesota beating the White Sox yesterday 5-1. Then the Yankees coming off a 2-1 win yesterday against Tampa Bay. Not really in love with this matchup here. Tylon's been pretty all right on the mound here. Archer's had a rough couple of games, giving up 10 runs in his last 3 starts on the mound. And we got Minnesota 0-7 on the road against the Yankees, where they have actually struggled pretty big time here. And I'm liking Yankees at home. Not in love with their price tag, minus 175, just because they're not a team you can trust when they're that expensive. But the Twins have just been very bad against the Yankees, so we'll take a shot with the Yankees at home. Next matchup, we have the Boston Red Sox versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at minus 110 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Red Sox is Michael Wacha with an ERA of 2.56. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rays is Luis Patino with an ERA of 3.95. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for Boston on a 5-game winning streak, coming off that 4-game series sweep against the Rangers. Tampa coming off a 2-1 loss against the Yankees. Boston 0-6 on the road against Tampa. So they've struggled on the road against the Rays here. Rays 8-1 at home, playing good baseball at home right now. Patino coming off a 0-run game where he's been actually very solid. In a pick'em scenario, I'm going to take the home team in the Rays. Boston struggling on the road against Tampa, so I'm going to lean with Tampa Bay at home. Next matchup, we have the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Colorado Rockies. Brewers opening up as road favorites at minus 140. The Rockies plus 120 with the over-under at 11. Pitching for the Brewers is Adrian Hauser with an ERA of 5.02. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rockies is Ryan Feltner with an ERA of 5.78. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, Gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts. We got the Brewers coming off that 5-1 loss against Arizona. Colorado coming off a 10-0 loss yesterday against Cincinnati in Game 2. Did win Game 1 though. They're just 3-7 in their last 10, so they've been struggling here. And Brewers 8-1 against Colorado, where they've been pretty dominant, honestly. I'm going to take the Brewers on the road in this one. I think the over is probably a good play at 11. Both pitchers giving up a good bit of runs. I just like that Brewers have been more dominant against Colorado, so we'll lean with the Brewers on the road here. Next matchup, we have the Washington Nationals versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 270. Washington plus 215 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Nationals is Anibal Sanchez with an ERA of 5.05. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cardinals is Jack Flaherty with an ERA of 4.50. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Washington coming off back-to-back Mets wins. I mean, as big underdogs, to, come off those Mets wins is very impressive. St. Louis on a 4-game winning streak, sweeping the Cubs in the series they were just in. And Nationals had a nice 2-game run against the Mets. I don't know if they'll extend it. We'll see. We got St. Louis 5-0 at home right now, playing solid. Flaherty coming off a 0-run game, and then Anibal Sanchez. His last 3 games, he's only given up 2 runs. He's actually been pretty good his last 3 games here, but I'm taking St. Louis at home. Throw the Nationals in a little round robin or even a straight bet. I don't hate it. Coming off 2 big underdog wins against the Mets and the Nationals, they kind of do that. They find a way to wreck our parlays. But I'm still taking the Cardinals at home in this one, where they've been very good. Next matchup, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as road favorites at minus 225. Arizona plus 185 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Padres is Blake Snell with an ERA of 3.97. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 8 strikeouts. Let's see, pitching for the D-backs. I'm seeing it reported it's Ryan Nelson, looking like he is getting his first start on the mound. I think that's why the Padres are pretty big favorites here at home. So yeah, not the best pitching for Arizona today. We got Arizona coming off a Milwaukee win. Padres coming up back-to-back LA losses. But yeah, I just don't trust Arizona's pitching today. And so not in love with the pitcher they have on the mound. They're 1-7 on the road against the Padres already. So I'm going to take the Padres at home here. Just because I do like Blake Snell, and I just don't love Arizona's pitching today. So we'll take Padres at home. Next matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at minus 115. The White Sox minus 105 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the White Sox is Lance Lynn with an ERA of 4.70. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, at 8 strikeouts. He's only given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. He's actually played very well his last 3 games. Pitching for the Mariners is Marco Gonzalez with an ERA of 3.99. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 1 strikeout. White Sox coming off that 5-1 loss yesterday against Minnesota. Seattle on a 7-game winning streak. I mean, they're playing great baseball right here. Honestly, a lot of the last 10 games have just been against Cleveland and Detroit, which has been very funny. They've dominated 9-1 in their last 10. Playing very good here, guys. And A very cheap money line for a team that's on a big winning streak. Give me the Mariners at home. Next matchup, we have the Texas Rangers versus the Houston Astros. Astros opening up as home favorites at -175. The Rangers +145 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Rangers is Martin Perez with an ERA of 2.89. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Let's see, pitching for the Astros is Hunter Brown. It looks like Hunter Brown is making his start today on the mound here. His first start, if he does end up pitching. Yeah, we got Rangers. Rangers on an 8-game losing streak. 2 of those losses during that streak were against Houston as well. Houston 5-1 in their last 6, playing pretty well here. Not in love with the pitching situation for Houston, but they've just been so good. And the Rangers, man, they've just been playing so bad on that 8-game losing streak, man. I just don't trust them. 1-6 against Houston, 2-15 on the road against Houston. I'm just not in love with it here, and I'm gonna take the Astros at home. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Guardians versus the Kansas City Royals. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at -130. The Royals +110 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for Cleveland is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 3.18. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 3.40. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Cleveland on a 5-game losing streak right now. They're 2-8 in their last 10. They've been struggling. Royals coming into this on a little 2-game winning streak. Guardians, they've just been playing very bad here. Very bad stretch for them. I'm going to take Royals +1.5 at home on a 2-game winning streak against a struggling Cleveland team. We'll take the Royals plus the runs. Next matchup with the Detroit Tigers versus the Los Angeles Angels. Angels opening up as home favorites at -175. Detroit +160 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Tigers is Tyler Alexander with an ERA of 4.76. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Angels is Jose Suarez with an ERA of 4.10. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Detroit on a 2-game losing streak. They're 1-5 in their last 6 right now. Angels coming off that 9-1 loss against Houston. Suarez, he's been okay on the mound. He's only given up 8 runs in his last 3. Alexander's given up 12. I just don't trust Detroit, man. They just haven't been playing very well, especially in their last 6 games. They've been pretty bad here. And in their losses lately, they haven't been scoring very many runs here. I think I'm going to lean with the Angels at home in this one. Next matchup, we have the San Francisco Giants versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -210. The Giants +170 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.22. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Dodgers is Andrew Heaney with an ERA of 2.12. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Giants on a 3-game winning streak, sweeping the Phillies. We got Dodgers coming off a 2-game winning streak against the Padres here. Giants 0-8 against the Dodgers. 0-7 on the road against the Dodgers here. Love Heaney on the mound. He's been great. And I'm taking the Dodgers at home. Giants, they've struggled big time against the LA. So we'll take Dodgers at home in this one. Then the last two matchups, guys, we have a doubleheader between the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Baltimore Orioles. Let's see. I think both of these matchups I'm looking at, I don't have any lines for them, which is unfortunate. But I do have the pitchers for Game 1 here. Game 1, pitching for Toronto's Kevin Gausman with an ERA of 3.14. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Pitching for the Orioles is Jordan Lyles with an ERA of 4.25. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Toronto coming off a nice 3-game pit sweep. Baltimore coming off a 5-0 loss against Oakland, but, nonetheless, they're still playing very well here. Yeah, we don't know what the line's going to be here. Lyles coming off 2 good games in a row on the mound. Gausman, he's been all right. We'll see what the line ends up being for Game 1, but yeah, this will just be a question mark for me. If Orioles are the underdog here, I'm probably going to leave with Orioles plus 1.5 if they are the underdog. But we'll just have to see when the line comes out, guys. That's all I can really say about this matchup here. And then Game 2 between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Usually Game 2s when they do like pitching changes and stuff. So we'll see if these are the actual pitchers. But what I'm seeing listed so far this morning is pitching for the Blue Jays is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 5.32. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for Baltimore is Mike Baumann with an ERA of 4.50. Let's see. Yeah, we got Mike Baumann here. He's got an ERA of 4.50. His last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 0 runs, had 1 strikeout. So yeah, he's only been pitching a few innings, so I'm sure he'll probably only pitch a couple innings as well. He's been very good in his limited run. I'll probably take a shot with Orioles plus 1.5. That's assuming they're going to be underdogs at home. I just have a feeling they might. But just be sure to check the lines when they do get released for this matchup. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday. Hope you guys start the week off right and cash out, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a good one.